Okay. Hi, I'm Adriana. I'm 23 years old and I'm going to be your teacher today. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Hi, Adriana. My name is Angelo, and I'm 22 years old. I'm currently living in Lima, Peru, and uh, I was looking for practice my English in order to
Mhm.
achieve a better level and can communicate with my partners in sport I practice, that is sailing.
Yeah, because they told me that you wanted to talk about sports. And how did you find us?
I found you on Instagram, and I saw you have a recently new page, so I was wondering if you can help me out with this.
Okay, so do you play any sports?
Yeah, I do practice sailing. That is not this the common sport in Peru,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a sport I used to practice since I was like 8 years, and I practice it until I have 15 years in a category named Optimist, and then I start a new category, a new sailing boat that is called Sunfish. And since I was like 16 years old, and now I'm training for a championship in the United States. So that's why I'm trying to improve my English level to communicate in that event.
Yeah. How many times have you won?
Uh, I'm not usually one on that new sailing boat. Yeah, I'm trying to be honest. So I'm not usually one on this new, because that's new for me. I only been sailing this since I was 16. It hasn't passed like 6 years, but on my road I have some titles in the nationals, and now that I qualify for the awards, I'm trying to get my first international title. That's why, yeah, I can say I won in Peru, but not in international level. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Have you ever traveled to do like any competitions?
I traveled before to Spain also, and Italy the year to Spain in 2019 and to Italy in 2020. And when I went to Italy, I realized that my English level was not so good. That's why I was looking to improve my English level and trying to communicate more in not only in terms in technical terms like in sailing stuff, but also on uh, common conversations, informal.
Yeah. And what motivates you to keep doing sailing?
I think my dad is my biggest motivation because he's a Navy officer, so he's in all the sailing stuff, maritime stuff, all the ships and all the all
Mm-hmm.
those kind of things related to the sea, and that's why I am start to sail at the beginning of the year 2008, and that's why it keeps me in that line to keep improving, to keep getting titles, and to keep showing him I can do it better.
Have you ever tried like doing other sports or you only did sailing?
I also like to play football or soccer, that is commonly known as soccer in many countries. Uh, but also play some volleyball. I like to play
Mm-hmm.
volleyball. I like to play or to run. I usually run to make my physical condition better, to improve it, and also swimming. Swimming is a really good sport to practice if you really want to improve your resistance and your all your physical condition.
Like, do you like doing swimming, like for example, in the pool, or do you like doing like the swimming in the actual ocean?
Actually, I do like both because the feeling you got when you swim in the ocean is like freedom, completely
So
freedom.
you're not scared like swimming like in the middle of like a big ocean out of nowhere.
I mean, I don't like swim in the middle, right in the middle, like
Like let's say
three
like
three
you're in a
hundred
boat and
miles in
then
the.
let's say you're in a
Yeah,
boat and then you fell.
I can swim. Yeah, I usually, when you capsize your boat, I mean, you turn the boat upside
Mm-hmm.
down.
Mm-hmm.
You need to know how to swim. Those are the principles if you want to sail, because a person who doesn't know how to swim will be a really a big deal trying to turn the boat upside
Get
down
back
again.
together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's
Have the
one of the
boats
principles.
has ever like flipped over when you were
Yeah,
competing?
yeah. Most of the times when you have a really really hard wind, heavy wind, sorry, it's common that you can capsize. So if you turn your boat around, you need to know how to turn it back first,
Mm-hmm.
how to get all the water out of the boat, because the boat, when it capsizes and then you turn it back, it will fill with a lot of water. So you need to know how to take it off of the boat. There, depending on the boat, you have several systems that will help you to take out the water. One if it's called the traveler. It is a part
Mm-hmm.
on the boat that can take automatically the water out of the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And in other cases, you need to just to use like a, I don't know how to call it, like a bags, and take the water with your hands, take
Mm-hmm.
the water off.
Of the boat. Mm-hmm. And like the first time that you flipped over, like how old were you?
Oh, it was like 9 years, I think,
Were you
in the
scared?
competition. Yeah, of course. At that time, you can definitely get scared because you're your first time, and they told you, uh, yeah, you will capsize now, because it's the part of the training that
Mm-hmm.
you do, and you have your coach on one side, you have some friends in the other side, so you're like, okay, nothing is going to happen. But when you capsize in a real competition, and that's what you are asking, I think, when do I capsize for the first time? When you capsize for the first time, or when I capsized for the first time, it was on a competition when I was 9 years old, and I have tons of boats around, and I was in the middle in the water, trying to protect me from other boats to just shoot me in the face or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was scared, of course.
And if you ever have like the opportunity to do another like extreme sport, like which one would you like to do?
I once tried snowboarding. I liked it a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like really really happy to get the feeling of this speed when you fall of the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
with just with just your jacket and your board, and of course
Yeah.
the helmet. But it's we don't have in Peru some, or in Lima at least where I live, we don't have too much snow, so it was really really good to do that
Like did you
when I
go to
was.
the little mountains or like the big mountains that was like very deep or steep?
I went to the really really big mountains that were
Like the
really.
intermediate.
Yeah, I think I didn't know which were the big ones and the small ones, because it was my really first time, but I think it was a good time I get in the mountains.
Would you ever try like skydiving
Maybe, yeah. Of course, with the with all the
with
stuff I need.
somebody behind you?
Also, yeah, with somebody behind me, I could
And what
try. Yeah,
about bungee jumping?
I think that's more possible for me to get it, because I saw there some in Peru, buggy jumpings.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I could try it if I get the opportunity to. I think in Cusco maybe they have that kind of sport. So I will look for it, and I will try it maybe next time I go there.
And what do you think is like the sport that is most dangerous?
Most dangerous, maybe swimming with sharks. I mean, I saw it a lot of times in the TV, and it was like, no way they can swim with sharks. I am pretty sure the sharks will eat all the prey and all the people there,
Yeah.
like just one bite.
And what about the sport that you think is most expensive?
Expensive, maybe golf. I have a friend that used to golf, and he was like all the time saying, "Oh, how expensive is this? How?" And I was like asking him, "What's the cost of just one of these poles?"
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "One can cost you like $500, and you can use it just for a month or two, or maybe three.
It's
You
funny
have to
because it's a little bit boring. Do you find it
yeah,
boring?
you find it boring?
I find it boring.
That's because maybe you don't understand it. Because I think all kind of sports have the beauty in them. So you have just to understand it and see if you can do it, and maybe try to compete. Also, trying to compete in that, it's a way to enjoy it. You should
Do
try
you know
it.
that do you know what's like how do you win? I mean just putting it in the hole, but like I don't know, like how do you know it got to the hole if it's like all the way on the other side? Is there like
Yeah,
sensors or something?
I'm pretty sure. I just know how you started and how it ends. That is the ball in the hole. But more than that, I'm not pretty sure how it works. I just know it's like a sport when you have to be like maintain an average touches in the ball.